Ladies and gentlemen, Capital Sports back with a new series. We are here going to be doing a NHL franchise mode. So the goal here on the channel now that I want to start doing is I want to go to each sports game and win a championship. So I wanted to start with the newest game that came out, NHL franchise mode. So let's go. Alright, so starting it up. We will be doing the Frezno Freeze, of course. So we'll get through the off season and up to the trade deadline, I think is the fair move to do here for the first episode. So Frezno Freeze. So now that we are here, I definitely want to get over to the expansion draft and start up this draft. So we start at number 2 overall, which is exactly where I want to be. I want to be able to select my own players. So I also have some of my friends in the first year draft class, which is kind of cool. It's going to be interesting to see how they do throughout this franchise mode. So begin expansion draft. Let's go. So how do I want to play these cards? I don't want to go any 80 overall goalies. I want to hold off on goalies until free agency. So I want to go straight to Washington. Could go Orlov. Kind of locked up on deals. Anyone I know from my favorite team. Johnson, Vijala. Alright. I don't really like anything here. Can we get Vanashek? We can get Vanashek. I'm actually going to make that move. We will be selecting a goalie with our 80. So our 85. We could use another 80. Could do 4 80s and then no 85. But let's go find the 85s. What do we have to choose from? It looks like it's going to be a hard start. Devin Tays could be a good guy to pick up. I definitely do like... I like that deal. So he'll be 31, and he could get some stat growth on one of our lines. So I'll take a Devin Tays as one of our 80s. So that's 2 80s. We have 2 more left. We can or 1 more we can select. Okay. Robbie Fabry. Kyler Yamamoto. That's a good young guy that we could pick up. Come on, give me an 85. If not, we'll just take another 80. I just wanted to take a quick look throughout everything. See if there was any franchise guys. We got Van Riemsdyk, but I'm definitely not going to do that. Captain Keith Yandel, though. This is a good one. He may be 34 years old, but 2 years at $900K? Yo. One way, just cheap deal. Up to his 36. That's a massive contract. Could be very good on this defensive pair. I'm going to take Captain Keith, even if he's 34, to start out the franchise. So now we're going to go all prospects from here on out. Gotta go Lundestrom here. Isaac Lundestrom, 77-21 top 6. Could be a second, third line guy for us early on. Moving past that, that's size RV, guys, what we're going to probably go with here. We are going very, very cheap early on. And we got to remember, we might be putting some expensive-ass contracts because there's a cap floor where you have to be, you can't have like 50 million in cap space. You have to be like, I think it's like 22 million is the range. So, let's sort by potential again. You got top 6 forward high and Zach Senyshyn. But I'd probably go with Stunica. I think that would be the pick here. Uro Vakinen. No X factor. Even if they're just lying to me. I'll take Vakinen. I'll definitely take Vakinen. Buffalo Sabres. Ville Hinostroza. Not a bad player. Sadly, he is an 80 instead of 79, but that's like a big difference in how a player plays if they're a 79 or an 80. Henry Hokajaru, definitely like the 4-year. mark because we'll know if he's good or not by then. I'll definitely take a Henry Okajaru if we're done being able to select 80 overalls. Like, this is going to be a hard rebuild. And we're not building off the expansion draft. Zadorov we can't even do. Looking at all that. Top... Shillington's never a bad top 6 guy here in franchise mode, so I'll definitely take Oliver Shillington. Now this is a sad one that I can't pick up. Jesper Katanami. I might just select him for the second. Let me see what else they can give me. Right here, Mateos. Nah, so I definitely want to take Jesper Kotanami here. Unless if there's a good goaltender. A good 70 overall potential base goaltender. So 78, 73, no. So we want to take Kotanami here. We'll have to take out an 80 overall. Got Taze, Vanashek, and Yandel. Might as well just... Ooh, because Vanashek could be here long term. 83 overall is nice. You're nice. Let's just say frick it to Devin Taze. Devin Taze. But he's more of a better option than Yandel. So let's honestly not go Kotanemi. Even though he's 20 years old, he'll be here for the next 10 years. I can finesse a good contract while he's 82 overall. I think, honestly, frick Yandel. He's 34 years old. I would love that contract, man. That was a beautiful contract to have. If we're looking to get some people growth. Zek, Kase. Yeah, so looking at that, I think I was going by the wrong thing. Okay. So we could go Abe Kubel, who's a backline sniper. He's a two-way forward now. He was a sniper in the last game. I think we go German Rupsov and see what he does. At least a minor league player for the long term. 22 years old. He's very young. So at least could help our minor league grow. Chicago. Dylan Strome, man. That's a cheap deal. Played 40 games, had 17 points. The game before in 58 had 38. Just didn't look good last season. I see that. He's what, a top 3 pick from the Arizona? Yeah, so he's the guy that was like supposed to be better than all, but was a lot more raw. It was going to take longer to grow. I'm going to get my boy Alexander Nylander. Oh, let's go. I remember I had a Hut card, and every goal or something he scored or did, he would go up in overall. It was one of those years when they were doing that. I had his card, and he went up to like a 94. It was insane. Alexandre Texier. Wish we could pick him up. Sadly can't. I'm happy with what we've grabbed with our 80s. Let's get a freaking the small guy, Nathan Gerby, 5'5", man. Inspiration right there for hockey players like me. Oh shoot. Oh boy. 1 and 3, right? 1 and 3 I said. So how many 80s do we have? 1, 2, 3. Did I just sorry. Did I just mess up on the count? So that's actually legal. Okay. So I have my 180 or my 380s and 185 plus. We're going to get Klingberg for 2 seasons. That's going to be nice. Extra year on everyone's contract. Kind of plays well to everything. Troy Stretcher. Alright, let's see what we can get here. Tara Haros. We're going to go get the big boy, Giovanni Smith. The grinder for the Detroit Red Wings. He's going to be a big fourth-line presence for us early on. Clefbaum, Yamamoto. It'd be nice to get... But, oh my gosh. Evan Bouchard grows in this game, so I'm excited to bring him onto the roster. Um, that's going to be a great player for us down the road. Veteran Patrick Hornfist. But we're going to go, he's a very good minor league guy, Alexi Sorella. Scores like 30 goals a season in the minor leagues, so he can help whoever he plays with grow. Nathaniel used to be a very, very underrated guy to get early in your franchise modes because he was a playmaker. He's still super fast. I just think I wish he still had his playmaking type of play style, because I'm guessing he didn't have that type of. He hasn't had that season since Detroit, man. It was, I think, what changed him to a sniper was this 30 goals and then less assists. Maybe he was just never supposed to be a playmaker, and it was just a mess up, and it was changing like his statistics in the game because of his play style. So yeah, I follow. Who the heck are you? Undrafted. Okay, interesting. Carl Grundstrom. Looks like he could possibly grow into a top 6, but I'm gonna go with Jarrett Anderson Dolan. At least at minimum, a great minor league guy. Probably could be a good third line for us by next season if he does grow well. At least getting the age on our side. We have 55 million in cap space right now. We have a bunch of roster space. Right here, we're gonna go Kalen Addison. That's a really good top 4 pickup. That's a beautiful pickup right there for the Wild. All right, where are we going here? What are we looking like? 5 centers, 1 right winger. So let's get some wingers in here. Centers, there's so many like top 6 low 77-20 like low age centers, to the point I'm like, he has left wing in him. Might as well just pick him up and move him to left wing. Like that, or we go Brook here. Josh Brook I like a lot. He likes to grow, so I'm willing to bring him in. He grows a good bit. Duchesne's horrible contract. Let's get some wingers. Could get Luff. Alright, so they don't really have too much to give. We'll get Luff. We'll get a right winger up in here, Matt Luff. Alright. McLeod. Michael McLeod. Sounds like a first rounder. Definitely is. I want to get Siegenthaler. Siegenthaler is a great backline defensive defenseman. Cheap deal, man. Siegenthaler is a good pickup. Now that people actually grow, we need to get a goaltender again. Like a 70 starter goaltender. 70 starting. Like that's all we're looking for. Starting goaltending. Starter right here. We can go Ian Scott. That's perfect. 3 years cheap. He's going to be our AHL starter. We're going to get 1 more goalie. Hopefully Vancouver has like a 79 starter goaltender. Almost there on the cusp. Mike DiPietro. I wanna try and go somewhere else because I know we will see Mike DiPietro. Getting Oscar Juolevi or Ali Juolevi. My fault, boys. My fault. So getting Mike DiPietro might be a move next season. I want to wait. I want to get that Ali Juolevi. He's very good. Now this is a steal and a half just because he's available. When did he go to the Golden Knights? What? Nolan Patrick. We're going to put him in the minors for 1 season and have him hella grow into something great. I think he's like a low elite 2-way forward. So that's interesting. Getting a Nolan Patrick. Yo, can we just make the thumbnails of this just Nolan Patrick? Like that's crazy. I think he was first overall, I'm pretty sure. Or didn't he fall? He fell a few picks. He was like the 4th overall pick. It was supposed to be guaranteed number 1 overall, and then it became, I think, Hischier. If I'm correct. He was the 2nd overall pick in 2017. That's crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Nolan Patrick. I take Vanasek. So I'm loving this group of guys. We have 11 defensemen. Still need another goalie. Still need a lot of wingers. So hopefully we can get some of those. Having Pierre-Luc Dubois would be nice. Dude, if I could make a freaking playoff squad off of this. Damn. But Niku, Sammy Niku, we all know he's not X Factor. There is no reason for him to be X Factor, so. Oh, we just grabbed another defender, man, and we still need 2 more right wing and 2 more left wingers. We are not finding good value for wing in the 70 to 79 range. So I'm guessing we're going to go either Kiefer Bellows. If he's a power forward, we'll take him. He is. So I definitely want to bring him on for some first line Kiefer Bellows. Poor man's Matt Martin. Poor man's Milan Lucic. I hate Sammy Blais in this game. He's so bad. See, like, it's either defenseman with great value or center. That's literally all it is. Dryden Hunt, he's not going to be anything. Gettinger. We have a lot of defensemen on the roster. Let's go Hunt. Sadly. We couldn't see if Rangers have that third goaltender, though. Does Rangers have that third goaltender we can pick up? Huxa. Nah. We'll go with Hunt. I don't think anyone's ever taken him in their expansion modes, but... Alright, so Nick Paul, top 9 high. I mean, he's a top 9 just in general. It's not going to change anything. Pontus, Agberg, Sniper. Minor league Sniper, man. I'm thinking about it. Get some more depth down on that wing. I think we're going to go Pontus, Agberg here. Get another minor league, maybe third line scoring winger for the first year when we're going to be really, really bad. We're going to get... Ooh, Danton Heinen. He becomes pretty good. Third line center. I like it. Good Danton Heinen. I'm excited about that pick right there. Getting Nolan Patrick and Danton Heinen to just duke it out for that third line spot in maybe in a year from now. Dylan Gambrell. Dylan Gambrell's a good short-term guy. Fuck it, we're just gonna stack up on centers. Stack up on them. We can fill it out in free agency. Cairo. Such a beautiful contract to have, man. Wish we could get Sanford. Hopefully we can get him at a later point. Toropchenko? Alexei Toropchenko, 4th round. Great name. Sounds like he would be a very good NHL guy, but it doesn't look like with his potential to overall will get there. But Klim Kostin, man. Klim Kostin. Late first when the Blues won the Cup, they get Klim Kostin. Interesting. Alright. Interesting. Let's get when they won the Cup, their power forward. It also makes Kiefer Bellows expendable, man. Sergachev. Now that's a guy we need to start battling out with Klimberg. Sergachev can be more long-term. I do like Sergachev more long-term just because he's 22. So, let's go, yeah, Dallas Stars is this way. Switch out Klimberg, and we're going to go, Sergachev. Hopefully we can get something good. Top 9 high. Not going to be anything. Maybe a goalie. There's some stuff here. Who the fuck is that guy? Jake Ottinger. 6'5", 225. I think he'll turn into a starter, but I can't do it. Might as well just take Colton Point. Just as an extra minor league goaltender. Because I really want Sergachev. Now, is there a reason we should just go somewhere else here, though? Boris Kashuk. Now, actually, thinking about it, let's go Cal Foot here. 3 years, very cheap contract, and very good potential. And then go back to Klingberg. I think that's the move. They give me Foot, and then I can just go get Klingberg. I think I'm going to go needing to switch some things up. I need to get rid of a different defenseman. I'm not getting rid of him. I don't like Addison that much. In another franchise, I made sure to get rid of him. He's just not that amazing. Wild don't really have too much. Get the veteran Andrew Hammond. Bucket. Nah. Let's just get freaking Ladnia. Ivan Ladnia. Bitten. Looks like he could be a fast player if he gets into the minor leagues. We might as well just try and get him. Okay. So then now we go over to Dallas and we take our Klingberg back. You must draft a goalie next, otherwise you will not have the minimum amount of goalies because we picked goalie. Okay, who's not staying? Sarjarvi. He's like, what, 24-72? Josef Coronar is not bad. Take him, get 4 goalies, and then switch it out. Yeah, that makes sense. Starting minor league goalie. Or just an actual backup. Yeah, we're going to go take Klingberg. We're going to have a solid starting roster. We're down 1 in right wing, but I think we still have a pick somewhere, so we'll just pick up a right winger. Did I just skip it? Nope, we made picks. We made all our picks, so I'm very excited about this roster. It's a very young roster. Some picks where we're just like picking 60 overall is just to, you know, fix up positions so we can get the best out of what we can do. So let's go get Robbie Campanelli, which is me, in the draft. I ain't even worried about it. Let's get into this Andrew draft. So Nick Piatek's definitely going to go first overall. That's not to the Kraken. That's interesting. The Kraken and the Frezno Freeze, first 2 picks. So yeah, franchise high, Nick Piatek, 76 overall. Definitely, if we just want to take a look at him. He's my cousin, so kind of cool. So the way he starts out, like I started his build, very good puck control, very good deking. That's how he like playing in Chell. Definitely his deking and his puck control was his best assets. If you could see his shot, his wrist shot was so nasty. Slap shot, he didn't really take too much, so I didn't really give him too high of a slap shot power or accuracy. Well, 90 and 85 still great, but like if we're talking about absolute just nasty, and then he was so fast. He would have a 90 speed build, and I just gave him 93 speed for the fuck of it. Wasn't really that physical. If he would hit, he would do the freaking the hip check. So wasn't really using his body other than, well, hip checking, but you don't need a checking rating for that. So I gave him 75 body checking. He'll probably get to like 82. And then his defensive stats, I decided to keep low if he's going to have really, really good offense, kind of balance out the player so we're not seeing like a 90 overall with the first overall pick. So we're going to take me. I'm definitely... Oh, what? Yo, that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. I don't know who that Lance Owen guy is. Buffalo's going to get a medium franchise sniper with goal scoring, skating, and magic hands. This guy might be an absolute... This guy might be the steal of the draft for Buffalo. But I definitely want to take me. I definitely want to take me, who's also medium franchise, a sniper, with probably the same things. We all know I will be having X factor. So, skating, offensive creativity, playmaking ability. So it's interesting. A little bit different of a sniper, but we're going to take me from medium franchise sniper. 78. And this guy's going to be like an 83, and it's just going to be absolutely insane. No, he's a 78 grinder. Oh, Hudson went ahead. This franchise guy is falling. But, of course, Anaheim's not going to be giving up their pick. So, Ashton, one of my best friends, my cousin first overall, and me second overall. And then this medium franchise guy is going to go to the freaking Ducks. He was 84 overall, man. That is scary, what the Ducks just got. A freak of nature. But I decided to take me. That's hilarious. Oh, gosh. That's just awesome. Buffalo making a mistake in a way. High elite, Ashton Hudson, body checking is just absolutely nasty. Good speed with it, has crazy power, but I mean, he's gonna need time to grow. 100%. He has a great set of abilities, but yeah, there's no question that this guy is the future of our franchise mode for the Ducks. Holy crap. Well, let's get to the 36th pick. We're not going to be too tradey. I don't see myself doing that. I see Ron Anderson, a 50-50 medium elite. Any gems? There's a chance at a high elite. He's definitely going to be a high top 9. Kind of how he's probably going to be. I'm going to go with Ron Anderson here. Get a nice defensive prospect going. He's 4 years out. Honestly, also, I might just trade the pick. See what we got real quick. All right, so after the 84, we have 80 medium elite, 80 medium elite, 83 medium elite. What is that, man? What is this top 6? Top 7, man. 83 medium elite playmaker and Pitton. Tommy Pitton. Absolutely insane. Fast, good shot, good puck skills. This man, oh my gosh. He does have abilities, but we don't know if he has an X factor. Evil Clock, the last one of my generated guys. High top 40, has a little bit of offensive issues. I gave him a good shot. Actually, he has better shooting than I thought he would. His puck skills he kind of struggles with, but where he's strong at is his defensive defenseman stats. Not the fastest, but great at cutting back. Good body checking. No low discipline type player. But very good defensively. Looking at it next, any like medium elites right here. OFD Kudobin. If I can go in and offer a trade with the Wild for that medium elite OFD early on for my pick, that would be nice. Let's go to Minnesota. Kudobin definitely has some value, so we'll see how much my pick is worth. We'll give him a 2nd and a 4 this year. I'm not really too crazy about this class. Not enough yet. Maybe we can give him some value early on. Some guys we're not really too caring about here. Look at that value for me. Lundestrom, Vakinen, Kostin, Kotanemi. Maybe throw in Vankinen. But you're throwing top 4. I might just throw an extra 2 in. And go try and get back later in time. See if I can just throw it in the next year 2. That should be good. 2 2s and a 4. I'll throw a 5 for this class in. Throwing a goalie guy. Vanacek, Scott. They want Scott. I don't really have any plan on Scott. Not gonna happen. We're gonna call a timeout and take the pick. The 50-50 pick. Call a timeout. Let's get the guy. 4 years out, so he's probably gonna be in the 50s. It's kind of what sucks. Let's look around. OFD, 4-year ETA. He's nothing. So he can either be up to a top 4 OFD. Up to a top 4 OFD. 4-year ETA. 4-year ETA. 3-year ETA. Right here with Wall. Russ Wall. He could be low elite. I think he's gonna be a low top 6 sniper. Russ Wall here. What's his strengths? Balance, passing. He doesn't have any. We don't know anything about the guy. Three-bar, top 6 forward. Ivanov. Goal scoring, pro release balance. So he's probably going to be a top 9. I think he's going to be a sniper. 3 years out. I think we go for the Russian sniper. Gustav's Ivanov. 3 years out. Top 9 two-way forward. A bust pick there. It's all good. We'll move on. We'll let that slide behind us, and we'll take a goaltender. I want to take a fake one, not Malik or Tynan. I want to take like a Jacina. I want to take him. I think he could be massive for the team. Could be a medium elite. Wow. I should have saw that there was a fringe starter and shouldn't have done it. So, if Tynan's there, or if, what's his name's there, we'll just take the guaranteed starting goaltender. Get something out of the class. Or we go this possible grinder. Nah, he's a real person. I didn't mean to do that. Alright, goalies. We'll take Nick Mullick. I think that's fair. At this point in the draft, just take Nick Mullick, get that starter, that medium starter, 59. In the 4th round. See what Seattle Kraken does here. Bottom 6 forward, so nothing too special there. Take what we can get. We'll take this Russian goalie too. Fuck it. Let's just take some goalies. We can dump them off later in time. Medium fringe starter. We can dump them off for like 6-round picks. It's not a big deal. This first class where we haven't got our scouts in and stuff like that. Let's go Thomas Enlund. That's a good idea. Maybe something comes out of that. Nope. Absolutely nothing in this first class. Absolutely nothing we can even use from our scouts. That means we definitely have to do some work with our scouts. Might as well just get Junior Girardi. Fuck it. Or we get the freaking Hornfist. Henrik Hornfist. Give us a medium top 6, medium elite. Oh, that was a bad draft, other than me. That medium franchise is going to be nice. Automatically knowing. Now, the Ducks got the absolute steal. Buffalo, I don't think, I mean, Ash is still going to be an amazing NHL player, but I think Buffalo made a massive mistake not going for the 84th medium franchise. Hell, I made a mistake, not just because I picked myself. So, center, right wing, me. Let's go see. We got some people that need to be re-signed. We're gonna mess with our head coach situation. See what everyone is. That's a big thing, finding head coach. I just want to bank around Kontinemi. I want him to be our second line guy for the long haul. I want me to be the first line. Kontinemi, we need to find something a coach that fits his second line style. So that's the big thing. But right now, who do we have to sign other than free agents? 3 RFAs. and Nolan Patrick, who's 22.79. Now, I want to max out a massive deal for Nolan Patrick. Not 8 years, because I don't think 5.9 is a good deal. I don't think 5.4 is. I think this is probably fair, a 6x5. I don't hate that. I might go down to 5 for 4.5 mil. I think that's a lot better. Get Nolan Patrick till he's 27, and if he doesn't pan out, just let him go. 27's when you find out the player is good or not. Kiefer Bellows, definitely want to be around. That's a good contract here for me. Definitely 2 years for Sorella. That's fine. He's a great minor league player. And then goalies are all locked up for at least this season. All right, and then Vanacek. We'll try and bank off a second great season and become our long-term goaltender. Like, yeah. So right now we have 49 million in cap space. And we're gonna use it all in free agency. I'm gonna let us make moves. I don't want to restrict myself anymore. I just want to more restrict my draft, so I'm not making a juggernaut squad year one. Looking at our contracts, we have a 3-4+ million dollar contracts in Tays, Klingberg, Kotkaniemi, which I'm fine with. Kotkaniemi, 5.9 million is crazy. For what, 1 year was the contract? The fuck? I think it's an RFA again. Where we could, I think we can strike long term as soon as possible with Kotkaniemi. But I think we're good there. Let's move on to the coaching staff and the and our scouts. Those are a big deal. We have a guy named Nemisk. I want to fire our assistant coach, Fitzmaurice. Move you down because I want to get 2 A coaches, just in case, so we can pick and choose which one we like. So we're gonna demote you down to assistant, and then we're gonna sign an associate coach. That's how I've always ran things off the bat. And then our scouts, looking at our overalls, a lot of good overall scouts. I really changed these all to out of the NHL and all that stuff, that AHL scouting shit. Don't really worry about too. It doesn't really affect too much. Other than Fitz, and it's just such a hassle. So I like my scouts. I'm gonna go a day, and then I'm gonna go make sure no scouts are needing to be re-signed. Bellows is back. Patrick's here. Sorella's not. Okay, that's interesting. We can come back to that because I want to make sure all our coaches are at least here for a year or two. We have 2 years on all our coaches, so that's nice. Gives us time there, and then we could have just went to scout inside. All right, and then demote. No. Scouts. R11s. We'll have to remember it like that. Okay. So region efficiency is just great everywhere. That's perfect, but it don't really matter. We want to just start firing these at least a D scout, so we can pick up some scouts here in free agency. Contracts is great. I don't like that this guy's on a 1-year deal. He's a C, so it's not a big deal. We have another WHL. And we're going to be looking to bring in some scouts here soon. So I'm good with scouting. I'm good with coaching. Let's go bring Sorella back on a 1-year contract. Give him what he wants, Sorella. Could have just sorted. There he is, Sorella. Take what you want. And go. Alright, so we'll go through the last thing before we just end the episode, the off-season episode of Alexi Sorella. Everything's just working there. Definitely gonna sign myself for 3 years before we're gonna have to probably pay like $12 million for me. Hopefully that Ivanov guy becomes something. It was kind of a bad pick. All right, well, let's see what we can do in free agency. I don't want to do too much. I definitely want to kind of keep it hard year one. I want to kind of tank, not make my team too good. If anything, bring in one, like, because we have to spend money. Might as well. Oh. Well, boys, looks like we're not doing anything. So RFAs across the board. Who's this Thomas guy? I've never heard of him. Kyler Yamamoto, Robert Thomas. Looks pretty good, but guys I'd probably bring in is Bobby Ryan. I am going to give him one of the craziest contracts because we have to get under cap. He's going to get a 1-year, $15 million contract just because we have to be in the cap floor, and we only have $36 million signed into players. So going down to $30 million in cap space. So Bobby Ryan's going to come in, he's going to score 20 goals, and he's going to make this contract worth it. He's going to come in, play that first line right wing position, and be an absolute dog. I'm just going to send him to the cap max. What's the cap max? Tell me I can get to 15 million. That'd be awesome. What can we get to? I'm going to give him the freaking maximum. Let's give him the fucking maximum. Yes. 16.3 million for 1 season. Bobby Ryan's getting a max contract. Sammy Vatanen's a good defenseman to pick up. Definitely only a 1-year thing. Another team wants him. We'll give him 1 year. 1 year, $6 million. Definitely can overpay as hell right now. So we need to get under the cap floor or over the cap floor. I think one more contract, maybe a veteran. Oh, Eric Stahl. I love using Eric Stahl. Love, love, love it. I want to get him on like a 3-year, $2.2 million deal. Eric Stahl is amazing, man. He grows like, he gets that stat growth so easily in the minors. Just put him in the minors, put in your best prospects with him. He scores like 80 goals and develops your players so well. Cahoon, I think, is a nice 1 year. See if we can get him over the top 6 hump. Give him like 3.2 million. Maybe some added juice to grow. To want to get another $3.2 million contract. Jankowski's kind of locked there. Any prospects? Other than that, I like where free agency went for us. Getting Bobby Ryan was great in his prime. Absolutely insane in his prime. Heikkinen's not bad, honestly, for a UDFA guy. Definitely going to bring him in at 3-year. He does not want 2-way. I'm fine with that. Could be a decent prospect for us. Hey, if Winnipeg wants to bring him back, that's fine. He's 6'4". Possible abilities. He doesn't have any, though. 4 teams interested in Ikonen. Interesting. Give him that max 2-way. Just get some prospects under our wing. It's not going to be anything. Just some minor league depth. Now, Svechnikov, we can see what we can do there. Is he a playmaker now? Is that what it was? What I saw? No, he's a sniper. Very, very, very high in power, but just no accuracy. We're going to bring him in with Eric Stahl. Get some... I think 2 years works well. I'm going to do 2 years at 1.750 just because cap floor situations. Get Sorella's brother up in here. Just make sure he gets in here. Get some contracts under our name. Honka, not a bad 1 year, 1.1. Looks like he's only going to be a top 6 because of his age. Looks like that's potential is going to flop down. Who else is this Norb guy that has potential? Like, the fuck? Like, it's never going to be like that. Like, I don't even know why they didn't think about that. Daniel Norb. Another Honka. That's kind of funny. You have Sorelli brother, one really good Sorella brother, and then one really bad one, and one good Honka brother, and one not. Put the Honka brothers together, give him a 3-year, $850, just make sure he signs for contract sake. try and get above contracts. Get like Zena Chara or Gustafsson could be a good one. Eric Gustafsson. A good top 6, maybe top 4 guy early on. Give him 2 years, $5 million. Just see what he can do. Not a bad trade deadline for a buyer. Get like a nice 2nd or 3rd round pick out of him. Gabriel Gagne for the minor league. For the back lines of the minor league. You're not going to get 3 years. What the fuck? It's a weird thing. Bowden, I don't hate. Backline AHL guy. If you don't want that, I'm going to give you that. Because I'm not paying you expensive for a one-way. High top 9, he's not going to make it. So, look at that. A backup goalie would be nice. Lindbaum. RFA type guy, but just being let go. Vavalainen, high starter, has 2 years of a chance, so might as well bring him in. He has to. I'll still take that even for minor league ability. Might be able to become into something. Has 2 years to try it. Gauthier. But other than that, Tuukka Rask. What I think about this? Yes, I think we do this. Honestly, that gives our team a good chance of being decent, which means a lot of stat growth for our defense. I think we try it. I think we do attempt Tuukka Rask. We have some good pieces on this defense. Klimberg. John Klimberg himself. Getting Gustafsson in here. Getting some good options. Bobby Ryan on an expensive-ass deal. So, alright. So, we got the 60 overall Ikonen. Sorella. That's the bad Sorella. Got Honka. Alright, Nikkanen went back to Winnipeg. That's fine. We got Bodine, another AHLer. No one big yet. Svechnikov's going to be huge with Eric Stahl and me. So that's going to be nice. Getting that left wing. Eric Stahl coming in. Awesome. I was going to be like, how would Bobby Ryan not come to the Frezno Freeze on such a lucrative contract? It's hilarious because it's like, it's the max. I don't even think McDavid's on the max contract. I gave it to Bobby Ryan. Bobby Ryan is probably the most expensive contract in the game. Deserves it. Hella deserves it. I'm kidding. But did it for the cap floor. Decided that I look forward to making an impact on your team. Thank you. And then Tuukka Rask is coming in. Destined for playoffs. Are we buyers already? No, we're still sellers. That's interesting. That's interesting to see. We are still a selling organ. And honestly, Rask can go at the deadline for a buyer. Buyer first round pick. That's easy value. Let's see what I mean, if I can give up a second here for Thomas, this makes sense. He's a right wing, two-way forward. At minimum, a third line, second line guy for us. It's honestly interesting. I like it. I like the player in him. He has everything is just perfect. I like Thomas. So 4 years, 4.15, I think is perfect. We'll have $6 million cap space. That's perfect for the season. That's a good number to have. We'll have $16 million freed up for the next year with Bobby Ryan. First and third. If I try and lowball, like 3.75, is that the second? That's the second. Okay, so we'll see if he's interested in coming in on 3.7 million. If he accepts and then Blues don't match and they'll take a second, that's fine by me. Could have went for Kyler Yamamoto. Also, the playmaker could have been nice to have. Team interested in him. Interesting. I'll let Yamamoto go though. I'll let Yamamoto. That was a dumb decision, honestly. I think I should have went Yamamoto over Thomas. But we make mistakes and we'll grow from them. So, hire staff. Definitely want to get a associate coach. So that's all we get here. I want to get this forwards associate coach and see what he looks like as an NHL coach. I want a 5-year deal him. Or no, I want to give him what he wants is 4 years. And I want to get like 1.3 million. I want to bump up his contract. I want to see. I just want to see if he would be the right fit. We hope for the right fit year 1, but it doesn't need to happen. It's year 1. It's the first episode of our franchise mode. Instantly someone wants Klimberg. So 2 seconds, which ain't bad, and Pomerev, who would be top 6 forward high. So it's a prospect. Vasily Ponomarev. I don't think I'm going to do this here. It's like saying 3 seconds for Klimberg. But Klimberg is on 1 year, and then he's going to want an expensive-ass deal. So I'm not going to do Ponomarev here. But I will take a good prospect off of y'all. I do think, what's the point of being good? We're using Ras for future value, and we are definitely going to be tanking year 1. We're not going to be putting Robbie in the NHL. Getting one of these guys would be awesome, like Nikaz. That'd be funny. His name. But we already have 2 good centers. It would be like a Svechnikov, but that would never happen. Like, if I would do Andrei Svechnikov, 8 years, 7.5, that's a beautiful deal, to be honest. Svechnikov is a great player. And honestly, if I can do Klimberg in a second for Svechnikov, I will be running away happy with our future right winger next to me. Like, that is beautiful. Having Svechnikov and me down the road this year, he might... Honestly, let's just make the nastiest minor league trio in Eric Stahl, Svechnikov, and Robbie for 1 season. Completely tank while Svechnikov has probably like 180 points. I'm honestly down to see this. I like this deal. They want Klingberg. I give them an extra value second for Svechnikov. Bam. Not going to happen. What I will do, though, is I will throw in a 2028 first-round pick. Or 2027. I'll throw a 2027 first in something that has a lot of value that we won't have to see for a long time. And if we're getting Svechnikov, we won't even think twice about it. Bam. Hey, so I'm just saying, 2027's first rounder we won't see for a long time. It won't, and we'll be good by then. We'll be a freaking stacked team by 2027. I promise that. Svechnikov for Klimberg and a second was the deal. I'm excited about that. Everyone's going to be like, well, we'll see what happens with that first round pick 5 years from now. We'll be laughing because we have a freaking Andrei Svechnikov who was on pace for probably 20 goals that season. We can move past it. It was a COVID season. We can let everything go and start fresh. Having Andrei Svechnikov is going to be nice. Yeah. So, thank you all for watching. What a big deal. Let's look at the team for the next episode. Let's get to free agency. Let's pick captains. And then we'll go into year 1. I kind of skipped past that. Did we really get Robert Thomas? I think he said no. That means we could still probably get Yamamoto, and that means this video is not over. Yeah, Thomas said no. So we're going to come in and offer Yamamoto 5 years, 3.775. This is interesting. Second line, Yamamoto with Kontanemi for 3.7 million. I'm putting this there. And because we don't have a second round pick, we can't get Kyler Yamamoto. I like that contract, and I'm willing to give up a second rounder for Kyler Yamamoto. So we can see what we can do for a second round pick. Because it could be the worst one. Let's go find a buyer's second round pick. Like Winnipeg. Winnipeg is a perfect move. We want your second round pick. They're probably going to be wanting to give it up. They don't have a second. Fuck. Another buyer, Washington, who's over the cap. Vegas isn't in their buyers. What is Vegas' team looking like? I haven't looked at their team in so long. I knew their first-year team with William Karlsson. Karlsson's still good. Karlsson's still great. Looks like Pietrangelo, Stone, Theodore, Pacioretty. Where's Nate Schmidt? I always see him like... So EA never likes Nate Schmidt. Or is he not on the... Or is he not on Vegas no more? Is Schmidt not on Vegas no more? Apparently. Interesting. I think he's on Seattle. Seattle. Okay. I think he's on Seattle. Is that what it is? No, I'm completely wrong. I wonder where Nate Schmidt went. But Vegas' second round draft pick is what we want. Because we want to get Yamamoto up in here. And since we're getting Rask, I want to get rid of... Honestly, Scott has a bit of value. Scott has a bit of value. Ikonen has a bit of value. That's beautiful. If we can get Scott and Ikonen out of here for second. I don't think that happens. I think we need to throw one more value guy in. Like Ivanov. Hey, we'll take that. Those are two prospect guys. Maybe Scott pans out. That's fine. But we get it back, and we turn Scott and him into 82 overall Kyler Yamamoto. So I will take that any day. We throw some long shot prospects into Kyler Yamamoto. We'll give him a little bit higher a deal. 3.9, I think. So that's... So, for some reason, it's not catching that I have a second. Maybe we sim a few days. Because we have a second round pick. Won't help my GM rep. It's not like GM rep still matters in these games. Like it did in like 2 years ago. Yamamoto, let's see what we can do now. I have a second. What? Do we have to have our own second? That's fine, because it's like... It's not that difficult, but it... Let me go to compensation real quick. This has been such a long video. So, in between the 2 million and 4.1 range, it's a this year's second round pick, and I have a second round pick. I used it on, let's go look. Let's go look at our draft capital right now. It should be as normal as possible, 1 through 7. We have a second round pick. We have Vegas' second rounder. If I go remake that trade with... Who did I make it with? Fuck. Oh, what was that trade that we just did? We went Carolina. Carolina. Let's go get our second back. I don't think this really does. Dang, a 60-minute video. That's crazy. Episode 1 is the longest. I will make sure it goes down to like 20-30 minutes after the first episode. I'll do a 2023 4. That's probably perfect. They want it. We'll do a 2023 3. I'm fine with that. That has value. I want to at least get like a top 9 forward out of it then. That has value. Can't even joke with me that doesn't. I'll take a Letnov. At least a minor league guy. Perfect. Perfect. So we give up a next year third to hopefully get Yamamoto. We have our own second, so this game has no reason to tell me we cannot have Kyler Yamamoto. I checked RFA, how it works. $3.8 million. Gotta love it. This year's second round pick. All right, well, we'll stop it here, boys. Thank you all for watching. I want to make sure I can be able to clip it into 60 minutes. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget that sub button. We'll see you for episode 2. Peace.